Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Tom.
And this is the Park Bench.
And I'm likely to be repeatedly distracted by two things during this bench. Number one, a small robin that keeps just kind of bobbing around and threatening to jump onto Matt. And second, the jogger, which is not a word people use anymore, the runner.
But he's a proper jogger. He is going round and round and round. And he has a specific line that he is following. And I'm wondering if we've broken it slightly. We're in a kind of a corner, so you can't go that way. We're at the end of a path. And there's grass in front of us. And he has run directly at us and then turns at the last minute to go round.
Because we're in the corner of the park, and that is where he turns, which is fine. But if we suddenly start staring off in the distance like that halfway through, it's because there's a jogger approaching us at speed, and we're slightly worried he might just nip the camera as he goes by.
He's been passed twice.
Sorry, he's been what?
He's been passed twice.
That's not what you said.
I don't know what I said, but I know it felt wrong. And I think the third time is the time where I can start taking the piss.
I'm not sure. I know, I can see him.
I'm going to wave.
So, what we're meant to be talking about in this one, you may have noticed that last week's bench was a filler. Last week's bench took a lot of processing. It crashed Premiere a couple of times, Audition a couple of times. The reason it's got music in the background is because Premiere is happy to sample 1 frame out of 1,000, but it can't crush audio that much.
And several comments saying you should have left it. It would have just sounded like noise. It would have been he's turned to the other. Oh no.
No, here we go. So having done that, several people suggested there might have been the sound of a barrel being scraped somewhere, or that we had screwed up, and that
wasn't entirely unfair. We hadn't scraped the bottom of the barrel because the barrel goes deeper than you might think. But we did film 3 videos the other day, and for annoying little reasons that just added up, none of them were usable.
So I haven't actually told you what went wrong. I just said to Matt, I'm sorry, the footage is unusable. You know, we were filming late at night, and it was dark.
And it was raining.
Yeah, I might have left the ND filter on by accident.
Oh, an ND filter is a thing you put over a camera lens to make it, or digitally, to make it darker.
Yeah, it's a really bright light when you actually need to step down the amount of light in it. It was already pitch black behind us.
I had used 3 lights on us that day. Because it was so bright. And I thought I had put a good amount of light on us.
Yes, you had. Yeah, and then the camera promptly ignored most of it. And also, it was set to log colour.
That's the thing where you want to be able to get a good dynamic range out of what you're shooting.
Which is great unless you're filming at night and it's really grainy. In which case it makes the footage unrecoverable.
Yes, because then you have to amplify the grain.
Yes.
But it was fine because we only filmed 1 video there, and then we went inside because it was raining.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my bad this time. This was you.
We were doing something, sat on the sofa, and thought, hey, we're inside. I can put the microphone on a tripod in front of us.
Wrong!
Oh, no, I could, but I forgot to adjust the level from a microphone being this far away to a microphone being that far away.
Oh, okay, that's
so
why.
all there was background noise because I hadn't upped the gain on the recorder.
Right, okay.
And I'd put it a little far away as well.
There is a moral to these stories, which hopefully will be in the title of the video if people have still watched this far through this ramble, which is that lately I, and apparently both of us, but mostly me, have been making small errors that have had large knock-on effects in recordings.
Oh, okay.
So not only the park bench stuff. The reason that my last video, as this goes up, the reason that one was the one where I was just talking about face swaps and things like that, the reason that is filmed on a log in the middle of a muddy park is because it was originally a talk for Festival of the Spoken Nerds Evening of Unnecessary Detail, and that is a lot of syllables. It was a great talk. That went down really well. Audience loved it. Got laughs in more places than I thought it would. If the tone seems a little bit unusual, that's because it was originally intended for a live audience. Forgot to plug the audio lead in correctly into my recorder.
You plugged it in?
I did. I just forgot to take the right adapter off because I wasn't even in a rush. I just forgot to double check that, and it meant the whole thing was unusable. I had to redo it.
I think part of the issue with the the park bench thing the other day is that we fell into a pattern, and I just did the things rather than checking the things.
Yep, which is exactly what happened with me. Now I come to think of it. Of course I know this works. That just plugs in there. That just plugs in there. Yeah, I've got a signal. We're good to go.
It's fine. If you're doing exactly the same thing and you're using the same equipment every time, then it's fine. You can just do the thing again.
Yep.
But the problem what we had on that day, the problem
the play what I wrote.
The problem that day is things changed and we didn't change around the things.
Yeah.
So I moved the mic further away, but I didn't change its settings. I'm mushing my words today. The camera had been used by Tom in a different scenario to normal, which meant it was left in different settings.
Yep.
And because we normally don't have to change it, we didn't, rather than checking every time.
Evening of unnecessary detail, I've previously screwed up a video recording with, maybe a year ago now with a similar problem. So this time, I checked every setting on both cameras really carefully, and they looked fine. Audio, no, didn't check.
Always do a test recording on audio and video. Always play it back to see if it looks okay and see if it sounds okay.
Have we done that this time?
No.
No.
But I checked the levels on the microphone, and you checked we both checked the video. So.
And the other thing is, it's okay to screw up occasionally. I have a tendency to really beat myself up about minor errors like that, because it's a minute's thought that could have saved me half a day out in a park and then having to clean mud off my shoes afterwards.
Think of it this way. The thing has happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you're beating yourself up about it.
Yes.
There is no point beating yourself up about it, because there is all you can do right now about it. The thing has happened.
Yes.
Humans make mistakes. You're
Yes.
a human. You've made a mistake.
Yes.
It's a bastard, but there is nothing you can do about it. Jogger.
I like how you waved after he turned away.
He looks very serious.
So I wanted to explain the bench last week. I wanted to say that, I've been screwing up minor things lately. The video that goes up on Monday, I had to re-record my piece to camera because I set the GoPro to the wrong settings. I didn't. I checked it, and then I must have caught it with my thumb or something like that, recorded at the wrong resolution, had to redo it.
I know one of my issues when I'm recording things like this that aren't, top big work priority is I use mental checklists rather than physical checklists.
Yeah.
Which means I forget a thing, because that's how forgetting works.
Yeah.
If I'm
Science. I held those thumbs up for just a couple seconds longer than I needed to. There, that got awkward. And it was just me sitting here. But yeah. that was not a fake double take, by the way. I did not expect that face.
I lost my train of thought. I thought I'd try and make you jump.
It worked.
You can carry on from here.
No, I can't.
Okay, then we'll finish. If you up, it's fine. People up. Just try and take steps not to up next time.
Thanks for those bleeps, Matt.
I forgot about bleep. There's a hole in this bench.
There's a hole in this bench. Do you want to do that again? I can try and harmonise.
No.
There's a hole in the bench. It's a combination bench commode.
Bench Commode sounds like it should be the name of some kind of superhero. Hi, I'm Bench Commode.